Hey guys, I hope you all had a good week. If you are new here, welcome to our little community. I'm Shaina, and last week I did a video on the 10 signs you're at the wrong job. If you missed it, I'll link it down below. Once I was done editing that video, I realized, okay, well now the question on people's minds is gonna be, okay, I hate my job, but now what? I can't just quit my job, Shaina. So that's what I'm gonna talk about today, what to do right now if you hate your job. Let's go. I'm Shaina, and I love sharing ways on how to better yourself and how to create a beautiful life. You've probably heard somebody say at one point or another, if you hate your job, just quit. But I think that we can all agree that it's just not that easy. Changing course is hard, and for some people it's even harder than others because they have a longer investment in their career field or they have multiple responsibilities in life. But regardless of your circumstances, there's always a way to go from where you are to where you want to go. It may not be today, but I want to show you how to make the most out of your job right now and how to unstick yourself from your sticky job situation. Start with clarity through contrast. One of the things that keeps us stuck is not knowing what to do next. So a little bit of clarity here can go a long way. I will never forget, I was on my lunch break one day, I grabbed a piece of paper and I not only started writing down the things that I hated about my current job, but all the things I knew I never wanted to experience in a job moving forward. Because of this list, I was then able to easily make a list of all the things that I knew I wanted. I wanted to be my own boss, even though I had no business background. I wanted to do something creative, etc. I didn't know what any of this meant, but I soon realized the power of writing these things down. About 2.5 years ago, I found this list in my desk somewhere, and I realized, oh my gosh, this matches exactly what I'm doing right now. And actually, my little story was featured in Oprah magazine too. Not to brag or anything. Oprah and I are like BFFs now. Check in with yourself right now. Are you feeling empowered over your situation, or are you feeling completely defeated? This is huge, guys. If you don't think that there's a way out, I guarantee you, you will not find one. But if you believe there is, you will actively search for solutions. It's just with the I can't do this, I can't do that. Just stop it. Now, I know a lot of you want to lash out at me right now and say, Shaina, I really can't do that, okay? I have bills to pay and mouths to feed. First, let me just say, take a breath. Second, I'm not here to tell you what to do because I frankly don't know what's best for you. I'm here to help you sort through it all so that you can make the best decision for you possible. And third, you may have more responsibilities than the guy next door, but that's okay because you are capable of doing hard things. Even if you can't see your way out, that's all right. You just need to believe that there's a way, somehow to change course. That's your only job right now. Let that belief lead the way. My next point is to better it. When you're doing something that you'd rather not be doing, there's always an opportunity to better it before you can get rid of it altogether. So the question is, how can you better your job situation right now? It may be something as big as cutting back your hours or asking your boss if you can work one day from home, or it may be something as small as listening to your favorite music while you work or treating yourself to your favorite restaurant at the end of the week. What is it that you value? The best decisions that we make for ourselves are usually based on what we value the most. For example, I got to the point where I just woke up one random morning, I called my boss, and I just quit because I realized that what I valued the most was freedom more than anything else, more than money. And my gut was telling me that, and I finally listened to it. I took a leap of faith, and I landed on my feet. You may value financial stability and the comfort of a paycheck over freedom, so staying a little bit longer may be best for you, right? Somebody who values personal growth may leave sooner, while somebody who values job security may stay longer. There are the people who don't mind jumping without a parachute, and then the people who like to make sure they have a few extra parachutes lined up just in case. Neither one is right or wrong, but just kind of decide which one you are. Stay at your job for as long as you possibly can. And for all of you parachute people watching, this is a good thing because it gives you the time to save and make plans and line things up, right? And the interesting part of it is when you tell yourself, okay, I'm gonna stick this job out for as long as I can, you gain a sense of internal clarity about whether or not you actually wanna stay or go and for how long. Next, identify the obstacles in the way of where you are and where you want to be. Now, because most of us have no problemo complaining about the things that we can't do, this should be a piece of cake for you. When I went through it, some of my obstacles were the fear of what people were gonna think if I quit my job after 9 months. What am I gonna do next? I didn't know where I was gonna live. How am I gonna pay my bills? Health insurance? What the heck was I gonna do about health insurance? And then there was that $80,000 I had just spent in 4 years of college for this degree. Yeah, that was a hard one to swallow. This is your opportunity to complain on paper. Now that you've listed all of your obstacles, your situation may seem hopeless, so you think. But now we're gonna generate solutions to your obstacles through writing. Yes, more writing. People hate self-help when it actually requires taking action. So you're gonna take a notebook and you are just gonna keep writing and writing and writing whatever comes to mind for each obstacle and all the different solutions that you come up with. You will be surprised as to your own power and the shift of thinking that happens when you do this. Some of the solutions that I came up with for my personal situation were, okay, I have a lot of experience with kids, so I guess I could babysit and nanny in the interim of figuring out what it is that I'm passionate about, and the pay is pretty decent. I can find an apartment in a new city with cheaper rent. I can go back on my parents' health insurance because after doing some research, I realized that that was an option at that time. And as far as the debt that I was in because of college, I was just willing to cut my losses at that point because my well-being and happiness is way more important to me than being in a career field just because I have a degree in that field. To reiterate my point before, when you believe there is a way out, you will find it. Explore the gray area. A lot of us see this topic as very black and white. It's like we can quit or we can't, and then we just go about our days. Just because it may not be practical for you right now to make a drastic change doesn't mean you can't take action steps every day to get you to where you want to go. What are you doing right now that's preparing you for the next big thing, right? Are you saving money at this job you hate so you can take that 6-month hiatus that you always wanted to and find out what you're passionate about? Or on the weekends, are you writing a page to that book that you've always wanted to write? You must get out of your head and take action every day, even if it's a small step. That's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up right below. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Tell your friends about it. That's fine too. And I will see you back here next Wednesday. Bye. You have a complete breakdown in your car, in the grocery store, in your bedroom, in their office, wherever the mood strikes.